Game by Malik Smith. Why you want to take this game? Sling Boy is a game where you, the player, sling yourself in a giant slingshot traveling across 7 different levels to find 6 stone tablets, or slabs if you want to call it, to end the world out of its misery. The world is dying and it's set in a post-apocalyptic theme. With that being said, how exactly are we able to find these stone tablets, and how exactly are we able to even slingshot ourselves? What can the player do? The player can be either male or female. The player can use communication skills to talk with NPCs. They must be careful with what they say, as for what they say can clearly make a fine line of what they will receive from that NPC and how it will affect them in the game, or the player, so to say. The player can also use decryption skills in the game as a mechanic to figure out what the tablets say to put into the final level to end the world. The player must also use building skills. He can craft whatever he wants with the limited resource of wood, but he must be careful, for there is only a certain amount of wood type based things that he can make in game. So rules of the game. What are the rules? So the rules are that you must slingshot yourself from a giant slingshot that you create. You can only do this by using the wood resources you have and the rubber resources that you find. Rubber is very scarce, so be careful with what you find. Now, as for wood, there is a value and a premium for wood. If you find chipboard or fireboard wood, then that's pretty cheap. You're not really going to get much, but you'll be able to use that with merchants and trade in for better wood, such as pine or bleach or ash. Now, the highest wood you can get is walnut and mahogany. Mahogany is the only wood you can use to craft giant slingshots. Well, also the last rule is that the player must have all 6 tablets in order to finish the game. Who or what is stopping the player? Well, stopping the player is common after disasters, fires, floods, all that good stuff. You got mutants. Since we're in a post-apocalyptic time, the world has aged into a very accelerated race known as mutants, and well, they're trying to kill you because why not? You also have traps everywhere in between. So player decisions. First off, the player can have the first choice of making conversations with NPCs. He needs to talk to NPCs to get the resources that he needs to craft slingshots or bridges, pass through chasms, make armor, however he wants. But it is not a combat game. It is only puzzle solving. The player can also pick up learning on books and in game to figure out how exactly he can decrypt what is on the stone tablets. The player can also use wood to craft homes for himself so that he wouldn't have to be sleeping out at night all the time. Inspired similar games. The only game I can think of that inspired this game is Super Mario Galaxy. When I do find more, I will update it. Theme of the game. The theme of the game is mostly puzzle solving. You're trying to figure out what the tablets say and how you can get over to these levels to figure out what they mean. You're also going to be using building skills in this game. And this game is also set in a post-apocalyptic world, like I said. In the game, you're going to be viewing this game in third person. It's going to be dead wasteland, but possibilities of the game can be that the player can create whatever he wants. The risk is that there is very limited resource.